All right, everybody, we back again this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the Pistol Pete Maravich video. I plan on banging out a couple videos this week. Today, we're going to be covering all-time great, highly athletic player by the name of David Thompson. David Thompson was a player that Michael Jordan looked up to on the come-up. This is a player that absolutely could play in any era, as you can see by his highlights. You're going to keep seeing more of his highlights throughout this video, but his nickname was the Skywalker, and it was a very appropriate nickname for this man. This man's athleticism was unbelievable for his time, really for any time, and I wanted to give him a shout out today, do a video for him today. So if you don't know too much about him, you're going to learn. So let's get right into it. All right, so David Thompson grew up in North Carolina. He went to a high school called Crest High School, and he played for his varsity team there all 4 years. And then after he left high school, he attended NC State, North Carolina State College, where he went on to play there for 3 years. And in those 3 seasons, he was named the All-American all 3 times. And he was named the ACC's Player of the Year twice. And he was also the Final Four's most outstanding player in '74 when he was able to lead his squad to a championship. Until this day, David Thompson still has the record, his school record for most points in the game with 57, most points in the season, 838, and also has the highest scoring average in his school's history. He averaged 26.8 points a game. In those 3 seasons that he played with that squad, NC State, he led them to a 79-9 record. So he was giving everybody a preview of how great he was in college, and then he entered into the draft. Now, so here's the thing, and I've explained this before in my other videos, that the ABA and NBA, as you guys know, if you guys been paying attention before, and some of you just already know, they were separate leagues. So he was actually eligible for both drafts, and he was drafted number 1 overall by the ABA and the NBA. The ABA team that drafted him was the Denver Nuggets. The NBA team that drafted him number 1 overall was the Atlanta Hawks. But he decided to go with the ABA. He decided to play for the Denver Nuggets. Now, of course, by his second season, the Denver Nuggets became an NBA team because the NBA and ABA did merge together. But for his rookie season, he did win the ABA Rookie of the Year. He made the All-Rookie team and the All-ABA team in general his rookie season. Also was the All-Star Game MVP as well. So he had a great rookie season, averaging 26 points per game. He also averaged that amount of points in his second season, and then in his third season, he averaged 27 points per game. And in those 2 seasons, he did make the All-NBA first team as well. His 4th season with the Nuggets, he missed the cut for making the All-NBA team, but he still was an All-Star that season as well. So he made 4 consecutive All-Star games in total from 1975 all the way to 1979. And then he did make a final All-Star appearance in the 82-83 season. By that time, he was playing with the Seattle Supersonics. And 4 out of his first 5 seasons in the NBA/ABA, he finished in the top 5 in scoring. And the one season he just missed that was in the 78-79 season. He finished as the 6th highest scorer in the NBA. So he was one of the premier scorers during his time period that he played. And that also carried over into the playoffs as well. In his rookie season, not only did he average 26 points during the regular season, but he also averaged that same amount of points in the playoffs for the Denver Nuggets. He was able to lead them to the ABA Finals, where they would fall short to the New York Nets, who were led by Dr. J. And his best scoring run for any single playoff run was in the 78-79 season, which would be his 4th season, where he averaged 28 points per game, and he led his team to the conference finals, where they fell short against the Seattle Supersonics. I want to mention also that in both of those playoff runs, throughout the entirety of the playoffs, he did shoot over 50%. And in the 9 seasons he played in total, 6 out of those 9 seasons in the regular season, he shot over 50% as well. So not only was he scoring a lot of points, he was also very efficient at what he did. He wasn't just a shot-jacking dude out there just launching up shot at the shot. He was taking shots, but he was shooting them at a high clip. So he was a very efficient scorer as well. Also had a game in his career. It was the end of the 77-78 season, the last game of the season, where he scored 73 points. He's one of few players that have ever done that. Of course, we know Wilt Chamberlain did it a handful of times. Kobe Bryant has done it. Elgin Baylor, David Robinson, Devin Booker has done it. But David Thompson, he did that back at the end of the 77-78 season because he was trying to win the scoring title over George Gervin. So he scored 73 points, but still ended up coming up just a tad bit short in that scoring title race. George Gervin that night had 63 points. So David Thompson, he did the best he could, but he came up just short. But that was his career high of points in the game. And once again, he did that without even using the three-point line because there was no three-point line during that time. So all in all, David Thompson was an all-time great scorer, one of the first all-time great scorers, high flyers that came into the NBA. Of course, Elgin Baylor, Dr. J came before him. He came in and, kept it going. He was one of the players that participated in the initial slam dunk contest that the ABA held in '76. He participated in it. Dr. J as well. Of course, Larry Nance was the person who came out victorious in that dunk contest. But he was definitely a pioneer for the game still. He was a player, as I stated before, a player that players like Michael Jordan looked up to. And Michael Jordan, he had so much appreciation for David Thompson. He actually brought David Thompson on stage with him when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2009. That just goes to show you how much appreciation and how much admiration he had for him when he was growing up. So David Thompson, all-time great player. Some people don't know about him. Some of you might already know about him. But for those who don't, hope you guys learned a lot today. I appreciate you guys again, everybody that's been supporting my channel. And once again, everybody have a blessed day. All glory be to God.